Hey everybody, we're playing
Goblins.
Space Goblins today. So what happened last time?
Goblin.
We met a few different ships with differing things, whether it be a living ship where everything on it was just a living creation, whether it be a little cup that wants to get a little something something from a serving spoon, or what have you, looking for a certain wizard that had cursed them into being sentient and they weren't so happy with that. Then we have the party barge, the party hub, which was ran by an Empyrean, which is a godlike being that is dancing to fuel the ship. Then we continued on our way. There was a talking knife that didn't get kidnapped. We found a door. We promptly shot it with cannons.
We knocked.
And then we full body knocked
Politely.
with the entire ship.
Very politely.
After traveling for a little bit, and then
Like well-mannered guests.
once inside, we saw some gargoyle sconces, and we're like, all right, we're gonna try and get those. Had a hard time getting them, so sent the rest of the crew after it while continuing on. The rest of the crew had followed eventually with piles wrapped in the red carpet that led the way of various amounts of gargoyles that could be patched together to make some good gargoyle. We got to the end and we saw a mixture of void walls and like metallic walls of like pipelines and stuff all running through to a area of like an in-ground pool with a podium in it, where we walked forward and waited in the pool as they told us they could send us on our way if we just hit the podium. And as soon as we did, the pool started to fill with almost this little like white mist, as all the areas that you saw once a void seemed to be specters reaching out in them. And when that happened, Scrum tried to check what the hell was going on. Yeah, I got that right. Hell yeah, Scrum. Scrum, it is of celestial origin. Let's get a player check real quick. Hello, Scrum.
Yes, good. God, got it. Great, we're there. Nailed it.
Hey.
All right.
Got it in one.
Eli, do you want to hit us with a Gramble real quick?
Oh, I can hit you with the grambly wambly.
Sherbold, do you want to hit us?
I've forgotten my character voice.
Those are the space goblins. You start to tell that this is actually of celestial origin, and you watch as like even in this white mist, you're like watching all of your allies, like you see just white specters coming out of your friends.
Hey, stop it.
Coming out of ourselves?
Not quite you guys yet.
Oh, okay.
You guys and also one more goblin in the crew seem to be a little bit more resistant.
Well, I'm gonna bless us. Because I have spells now.
Okay. As you all are standing there, it goes by like a blink. As soon as you close your eyes, it's like going under anesthetics. When you just like close your eyes and open them, you're in a different area. And where you are is dropping from the sky onto a ship.
Our ship?
No. You are dropping onto a ship full of kobolds and giant spiders that seems to be a spider woven like dark wood ship where kobolds are running out and like a bunch of like clay and stuff figures put on the top of it and all across the sides of the ship, and they are running up to attack you guys.
Oh. We're
My
sure?
God.
Huh?
We're sure they're attacking us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm blessing myself, Scrum. I said myself and Scrum. I did it. Anyway, I'm blessing myself, Sherble, and Gramble.
Roland is blessing himself in real life.
Blessing me. I'm
Sure.
a blessing. So add a d4 to all of your attack rolls and saving throws.
With that, let's roll initiative. So as there is a series of giant spiders and kobolds running up to you guys, you see particularly 2 giant spiders and 3 kobolds. The void that you guys... It seems the ship is going into a void. A similar
Is here
one...
now? Oh, no, the ship that we're on. Gotcha.
Yeah. The ship that you were dropped on, the kobold ship, seems to be going into a familiar void. Except for when you look back on it, you just see the arms reaching out of the void like you earlier did. It seems like there was almost something missing from your vision earlier. And now when you watch the scraping along the side of the ship, you're noticing that some of these hands are just pulled together. And when the ship goes into them, it just peels it off. as you were hearing all
I
these
have.
horrible noises. Seems like Peggy, for some reason, wasn't fully taken unconscious either, as she's screaming out and running towards what appears to be like the captain's area.
It's her ship now. I'm not gonna
Sure.
tell her no.
Hostile takeover.
Sherbal, it's your
go,
turn
Peggy,
first.
go.
Well, so it looks like these kobolds are running at us
Yeah.
With violence.
with violence. How wide is the deck of the ship?
About
What a question.
20 feet.
So if I moved 10 feet forward, I could hit a kobold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge at a kobold 10 feet in front of me. I guess we're fighting. You might not want to drive into that. I'm going to swing. So that's a 24 to hit.
And roll
Okay.
a d4. You don't need it.
Yeah, I'm going to expend a superiority die to use pushing attack.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
gonna push that kobold
Yeah.
15 feet. They have to make a strength save.
Okay.
Oh, I also get to add a d8 to the damage roll.
Their strength is not very good.
So that's a pretty juicy 20 points of damage on that hit.
Run
Fucking kill this
over
guy
to
instantly.
charge one, and this kobold is holding a large rusted sword that for anybody of a medium size would see as a dagger.
Oh.
And it just like holds their arms up with it, and they're losing balance with it as you come over and you just smack them with the side part of your sword. You don't use the sharp end, and they're just like flying off in the distance where the sword just drops to the ground and lands in the ship as they're like flying off in the distance and like reaching back for the ship and are swallowed by the void.
I feel kind of bad.
That's what you get.
Honestly,
That's what you
I
get.
feel a little bad. We're fighting, right, guys? Like, this is fight.
2 kobolds are coming up to you, the like remaining 2 after you just punted
Fair.
Jeffrey off the ship.
Jeffrey, no. They had a beautiful name.
That's not fair for you to give us their name when we had no opportunity to learn it.
Rip.
What's your AC? Because I did an 11. I don't think that'd be
16.
All right, so Juniper misses her strike.
No.
Another 11. They have advantage because of pack tactics.
Not for
Juniper and Jane just
Jasmine,
have the hardest time. So they come up and they're like smashing into you, and like they're just so slow and
Oh,
clumsy. And with that, Scrum, it is your turn.
We're really
There-
fighting these guys.
There are 2 giant spiders and there are 2 kobolds.
I'm gonna run up and start.
You're-
I'm gonna beat the shit out of a kobold, or at least
Okay.
make the attempt.
That
It's
hits.
a 19 hit. Great. You love to see it. Cool. Minimum damage. That's a 4.
Uh,
I'm gonna smite them.
okay, go for
I
it.
have spells. No, I'll save it for a spider. It's fine.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
let's do the normie damage.
Sure thing.
Just beat the shit out of these kobolds without hesitation.
So this kobold like sees you coming and like turns the blade, and you just run forward and just like stomp on its foot, and it's like nearly like falling unconscious from that. You haven't even had to like full on hit it yet. Gramble Schmidt,
Spiders
it
in the
is
chat.
your turn.
That's me, Gramble. All right, I'm gonna get a little saucy right off the bat. Cast Fairy Fire on the 2 spiders in the back, so
Okay.
that we will have advantage on them. And then
Ooh.
I will. I guess they have to make a save. Yes, they have to make
Yeah.
a dex save.
Okay. The first one fails. The second one fails. Oh man, the way I'm
Ooh,
rolling,
you
this
love to
night's
see
gonna be fun.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself real quick. His healing word is chicken taquitos. Oh yeah, I didn't even roll my heal yet.
This is like so
Heal
much
for
more
6.
important though. So like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
As you heal yourself, one of the spiders is going to try and get you. I need you to make a strength check, Schmidt.
Ooh, a strength check. Wham. 13.
Oh my god. There's web shot at you, and you just barely push through it as another spider comes up and is going to bite you.
My
but not
AC
Yeah.
is a fancy little 15.
Oh, meets it, beats it.
Ouch.
So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
So you will... Holy, they did nearly max damage completely all the way through. You will take 23 points of damage.
Oh.
It's a D8 plus 3 for the bite, which I rolled an 8, and then or I'm gonna roll a 7. But then there's 2D8 poison, which I rolled a 6 and a 7.
Yeah. Ouch.
Are you still up, Schmip?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Jesus, get one shot, I guess.
So as
No
this
more fairy fire.
as the spider just runs up and like bites into Schmip, it's really weird because there's like a lot of blood and stuff pouring out of Schmip as he falls to the floor, and like you see his veins pulsing underneath his skin as the poison is just flowing through his body. The kobolds are all cheering, except for like they are looking further at the ground as if his body dropped lower than it is. Sherble, it is your turn.
Like lower in the ship, or are they looking like off of
With
the ship?
soul
and
leaves
down?
body.
It's like if you imagine that Schmip is like kind of like crutched down, like almost like kneeling, but like petrified. They're looking like directly at the ground as if he's filling out like just above the wooden area.
Weird. Oh, on me?
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to take a swing at a kobold then.
Okay.
15. Okay, I'm going to expend another superiority dice
Okay.
to do... Okay, let me make sure I took it. I'm pretty sure I took sweeping attack. Yeah, sweeping attack to also hit the other kobold if a 15 would hit them as well. Okay, it takes my superiority die, so that's for the second one. I'll just roll that first. The second one takes 3 damage, and then the first one takes 6 damage.
The first one goes down from that.
Oh my god.
Kobolds have 5 HP.
Oh man, I could have one-shot the second one.
Wait,
too,
so that
then.
one was oh my
I
god.
could have got a double
1
kill
HP
in
off.
one hit.
Inky.
As it is the one remaining kobold's turn. Yeah, try and hit Scrum. Hey, that might actually hit. They might actually be able to do some damage. That's a 18 to hit.
Does hit.
Wow.
All right, time for some kobold damage. You'll take
Damage.
6 points of damage. Man, my damage is
Spicy.
on
Okay.
point. As it stabs the dagger into you and then pulls back and is like smiling and snarling at you as it no longer has the dagger. And then it looks down at his hand.
It's
like, huh?
Ooh.
As it has lost its dagger. And
Tough
it is
luck.
now your
Whoa.
turn, Scrum.
S is still up. I'm gonna lay on hands. Gramble for 10
Sure thing.
as my
Live.
action. And then that's basically it. Bonus action, I guess I'll just work a little bit inside my barrel.
Sure thing. Schmip, it is your
Nobody
turn
can
if you
see
would
it,
like to
but it's
get
for
off the
me.
ground.
Bonus action twerk.
I would
Okay,
love
so
to
by
do
me.
that.
There's like a couple more kobolds on the ship, but they are not approaching this fight, and they are screaming at Schmip getting up. They are like,
Yankee.
no, they're terrified. They don't understand it. You should be.
Yeah, you're a zombie.
What happened here? What would you like to do for your turn, Schmip?
To be fair, I just took 23 points of damage. That's a shit ton. I should be dead. Anyway, I'm gonna get up using half of my movement. I'm gonna stab the last kobold. Gonna try to stab him with my rapier real quick.
Okay,
Just
sure.
finish him off. Let me go to dice rolling chat. What's my bonus to hit? Should be +5, I believe. Proficiency is still 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're weak as shit. That
That's at
hits.
23.
That kobold dies.
Yeah, but I want to roll damage anyway.
Yeah, go for it. I just crossed out Scrum when I said that
6.
kobold dies because I messed up.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe I killed Scrum.
I mean,
I
shit, I
don't
bring
think
you
I
back,
could.
and this is how you repay me.
Sorry, I'm gonna bonus action healing word with myself again.
Go for it. What's the word?
Let's try that again. Oh, cool. Minimum healing. Let's go.
You like slowly get to your feet. Hey, Schmip, will you also make me a perception check?
Of course, I would love to.
Percepti
My
pepti,
perception,
if you will.
I'm gonna check, but off the top of my head, I think it's a -1. No, it's just a plus
Wonderful.
0. That's a critical failure.
All right, wonderful. You get up, you walk over, you stab through this kobold. The kobold quickly falls to the floor, looking at you as if you're some kind of god.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's the spider's turns.
he says, Gramble Schmip, remember the name.
As you kill the kobold.
I say it loud enough for all the other ones to hear. I say it, I shout it. I'm not going to say it loudly in real life because I don't want to, but
So with that, there seems to be a mixture of kobolds screaming out at Scrum after Scrum just seemed to remake this being, and the spiders seem to turn to you, Scrum.
I'm give him the double middle fingers.
The first one's gonna make an attack, and that's an 8 total.
Fucking misses. Try again.
The second one's gonna make an attack. That's what we call a 19.
Hits.
So I need you to
Boo.
make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm blessed just to cover my ass. 21.
The DC is 11.
Aha!
So you will take half damage of a 13, so you'll take 6 points of poison damage, and you will also take 7 points of piercing damage. So 13 total. As the spiders try and bite into you, the first one runs over, and it's just like, it's a large spider that's just crawling over your barrel, and it bites into your barrel, and its fangs are just too wide apart that you just like turn yourself sideways, and the fangs just slip alongside of you. But
Stupid. How does it feel to be stupid? And that's coming from me.
and then the other one that just gets on the side of you and bites in, but you can't move while the fangs kind of like make you stuck a little bit, and it just stabs into you. But like, you're strong enough. You can push off the poison. You're not some like, I don't know, some like city person with a weak immune system.
Great.
Christ. What's your problem?
Sherbel, it's your turn.
All the kobolds are dead, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
all the aggressive ones.
I'm going to turn. How far away is a spider from me?
You can get there. It's like 5 feet
How,
or like 10 feet.
how far away is the spider from an edge?
About 10 feet for the one closer to an edge.
I'm gonna run at the one close to an edge and I'm gonna swing.
Go for it.
Yeah, I was
Well, you
fucking
weren't
right.
wrong.
Okay.
No, we've had like
Hold on,
fucking
hold on,
3
hold
crit
on.
fails
Hear me
already.
out.
Rolled
Plus
yeah,
3.
yeah.
it's,
Is that still a crit
9,
fail?
yeah.
it's still a crit fail.
Okay. Sherbel, is it a strength saving throw?
Yeah, but I'm not expending a superiority die. I can't do it if I don't hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll me another d20.
Okay. I'm gonna crit on one of you fuckers.
Do it. Kill me again.
16.
Sherbel, you're just getting up after you take a kobold down, and as that like kobold's falling down, you're like watching Sherbel, who is running forward and just trips on that corpse of the kobold. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh god.
Hey.
5 damage. Low roll, low roll.
And that's on me, yes?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Scrum, it is your
Crazy.
turn.
I live, I die. I live again.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit this spider. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. I'm going to smite. I'm gonna smite. So I'm gonna roll 1d10.
Bless
Give me
you.
that good. God damn it. Okay. Do I smite? So in total, that's 11 damage because of paladin things.
Spiders.
Don't lie to me. That's a
Looking a
fucking
little
one.
What's your smite look like?
He just like rears back and fucking bites the spider back. It's not even like holy energy. It's just like pure goblin.
Hell yeah.
Use my goblin energy.
I think it's very funny that, like, so I set up the first one. Oh, you ran forward, you stomped on the kobold's foot. Then you're like, oh yeah, for my smite, I just lean forward to bite. It's like your character's just like not using his fucking warhammer.
Also, aren't we goblins? Can I use Fury of the Small, or is this thing not bigger than me?
You can use Fury of the Small if you want.
Fury of the Small, 3 damage.
Fury of the little guy.
All right, the spider's now up to 14 damage.
Hell yeah.
As you do that, it is Grambleschmip's turn.
Gramble Schmip, feeling a little bit demoralized at this point, sitting at a healthy 9 hit points, is going to use Healing Word once more. This time, with using a 2nd level spell slot, because he has run out of 1st level spell slots. His word will be a little swear to himself, as he will say, "Shmeezus Christ." Hee jokes. Oh, minimum.
God, you suck at this.
Do you know how many times I've rolled minimum on this character? Grimple is fucking cursed.
Yes, we love a cursed goblin.
He's gonna hit the spider that Scrum was beating up. Take in the feral energy and not channel it, but appreciate it. But still stab it with a sword instead of biting it.
All right, go ahead and make an attack. I'll give you advantage on this since, like, I'll let you guys surround the spiders. Sure.
Are you pitying me for what
For
you've seen
getting
go
your ass
on in
kicked
this
the rest of
chat?
this fight?
No,
Are you seeing the amount of rolls that I've? Are you seeing my last 4 die
Okay.
rolls have been a 1?
If you roll 2 1s here, we'll kill Schmip.
Please, yes.
Spontaneously
hilarious.
combust in
Right.
fucking normie energy.
This ginormous fuck up of a goblin. I roll a 15 to hit.
With a 15, you hit.
10 damage. Big boy. Big stabby guy.
Spider
Let's
looks
just
like
stand.
it's on its deathbed. And with that, it is the spider's turns.
Alright, I guess I also have Fury of the Small. Sorry, I've never played a goblin in my life.
Imagine.
Me neither.
I'm waiting for the day that
Are
I
you
can play
gonna
one.
are you gonna use it? Are you gonna do Fury of the Small?
I already said I was done.
I
It's too
respect
late.
that.
I don't turn back time.
Spider's going to attack Sherbal.
Yes.
That's a 15. Does that hit?
No, 16 AC.
All right, they're going to do
Misses.
another attack on Sherbal.
Okay.
Hey, that's a 17. So go ahead and
That'll
give me a
hit.
Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Why am I on point with the rolls? I just rolled another 8 for damage, so that's...
I don't have
Great,
perception.
rebuke the violent. Take that damage. Paladins, baby. Make a wisdom save for the spider.
Make a wisdom save?
Since you did damage to somebody within 30 feet of me, I'm using rebuke the violent for my paladin oath, so make a wisdom save.
Sure thing. That is a natural 19.
18 on my con save.
Hey, you take
Jesus
half of the damage you deal to Sherbal then.
Okay. So, hang on, I gotta check. Okay, they're not immune to poison damage, so... you will take a total of 14 points of damage. Spider takes... Oh wait, no, the spider takes 7. Spider runs forward, bites into you, and as it does, it's just like part of its like inner areas just like break, and you like part of its jaw just like breaks on you as it is your turn, Sherbal.
I am going to swing at the spider that's right in front of me.
Sure thing.
18.
18 hits regardless.
I'm going to expend a superiority die. Strength saving throw.
That's a failure.
Okay, so on top of the damage, it gets pushed 15 feet off of the ship. Okay, it takes 13 plus 6 points of damage.
That spider is dead and off in space.
I keep just pushing corpses into the void.
Yeah, and they are eating up.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. So you just run forward
yum.
and like you upswing into it, and it's gone. That spider's home run. As you were sprayed with various green liquids.
I don't like that.
Scrum, it is your turn. There is one spider left who seems to be at what I would call 2 HP.
Gonna roll if I hit.
You have
Plus
advantage.
6, not 6.
That's
thank God, that's a 1. So that's 21 to hit. And even
How do you want to do
like,
this?
Scrum, who is this very composed and put together and very realized paladin, bites its fucking leg off and kicks it off the side of the ship.
Wow.
Wonderful. So,
Love to see it.
as this happens, you guys hear screaming at the captain's quarter of the ship as you see a series of kobold are getting thrown out of this room, and it almost looks like a magician's sleeve, as you are just seeing kobold by kobold, just an endless amount being flung out, and like they're like gripping their hands together as they're like falling out this window, just terrified and unwilling. One of them like walks up to you and like hits you. Sherbal, you don't feel it. You literally like don't feel it. As
Scrum is going to stab at their hand so they all break the chain and fall off the ship.
As this happens, though, you see that Peggy is taking the lead of the ship, and it's when you guys start to lose your vision.
Turn us around, turn us around.
As the ship starts to crunch and break as the void seems to be swallowing it.
Oh, not again.
You get to have this like white mist filling your vision until it's starting to completely take away, and you're starting to see your goblin kin around you again. All of them that are like starting to get soulless in the eyes as they're like dropping to their knees and just looking up towards the ceiling. And the 3 of you are starting to look around at this mechanical void room as there's more specters. And then at the front of the room, there seems to be like almost like all this electricity surging together as these spirits are coming out of it. And with what you have done, you hear, "Good work. You have handled one of the ships. Thank you for adding to the ship graveyard. Here is your reward." Your reward is you get 3 things back. Whether that be a spell slot or a maneuver, or you can use one of these to use a hit die as a little reward for the good work you've done.
Oh, hit die. If I get 1 thing back, can I have my 1 use of lay on hands?
Sure.
Yeah!
I do.
No, I'm gonna take Rebuke the Violent back, my channel divinity.
Can I do 2 superiority die and 1 hit die?
Sure.
And so my channel divinity, my use of lay on hands, and then I'm going to take back.
Is it we get to heal the hit die?
Yeah, you get a
okay.
heal.
Get a 2nd level spell slot, a 1st level spell slot, and use a hit die as well.
Sure.
So let's get a spell slot back.
All are back in your bodies and you're feeling heavy again. You're feeling like this white mist is trying to take you somewhere again. Good work. You will be sent out on more wish missions. Keep up the good work. Do you want to do
long?
anything? Until it is all done. Until all the greed is killed.
Are there things near me? Or is it just us and like specters along the outside of the room?
So there's specters along the outskirts of the room in any space. And where there isn't specters, there are these pipelines that lead to the front of the room where there's just a culmination of like electricity and like wires forming together.
And we're at the front of the room.
You guys are in
Center.
like an in-ground pool that is about 10 feet away.
I want to try to throw my sword at one of the pipelines.
Okay, go for it. Go ahead and make an attack.
19?
It crashes into it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, 10. Not bad, not bad.
With that pipe breaks and you start to see just electricity shooting out of it. No, you will go on a mission. You will help get rid of The greed. It is your responsibility.
Try to grab my sword back.
It's a little bit out of your distance.
Okay.
What would any of you other two like to do something?
I throw a javelin at the congealing mass of electricity and shit you mentioned.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Javelin!
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll
16,
damage.
7 damage.
You throw your javelin. It starts to break into the circuit board, and you're starting to notice that the mist is actually fading a bit now. It's not as strong, and you are feeling your strength come back a little bit. Schmip, do you want to do anything while this is going on?
Yeah, I'm not too keen on the idea of throwing my rapier because that's sort of my only thing other than my spells. But would you call this thing that's like, addressing us, talking to us, forcing us to do stuff or whatever? Would you call this thing humanoid?
Not currently.
Okay. All right. You know what? Fuck it. Grample's gonna get on the throwing shit train, and
Yes!
the fucking shit up train, and he's going to throw his rapier as well.
Okay.
At, probably just target the same thing that Scrum did. He's gonna say, "I don't want to do missions. I want to go home."
I don't even want to go home. I just don't want to be here.
Gramble.
Yeah.
When you say that, when you say, I just want to go home, when you're thinking of your wonderful home, the other two of you
Schmiscons.
watch as Schmip's eyes go white and Schmip drops to the floor
Uh-oh.
and starts looking up and appearing just like those other goblins.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Soon enough, the mist fades and completely disperses. You can get your weapon in time.
Yay.
As you run forward and get your weapon, you pull it out and the pipes start coming free of the wall. And you start noticing as these spectrals start crawling around the electronics and like grabbing onto it and pulling themselves in. Schmip, you are awoken as everybody around you is like screaming and running, aside from your like small crew that you had went on this little mission with. And there seems to be a figure forming out of electronics at the front, and you can see like almost classic angels, all these eyes opening up on it and swirling in like a halo around this mechanical thing that is forming in the front.
Can I swing at it? Or is it already initiative time?
Sure, let's roll initiative.
I was
don't
gonna
trust like
say
that.
I bless us. But Sherble says fuck that.
Who's going for it?
You walk up
Not to each other, just friends in
swing at
general.
it, and like these, it full on has a figure now. It full on is like making more of like a humanoid figure as it is like speaking to you, and it is radiating such heavy lights. You couldn't be happy with your own planet, and it's going to take 2 attacks on you.
I mean, I was happy. I just wanted cool shit.
That's a
How was that?
23 to hit, and that's a 13 to hit.
First one hits.
Okay.
Look, it's just a
big
job,
number.
okay? Like, I'm getting paid.
So you take 9 points of damage.
Oof, okay.
As this thing swings down with one of the tendrils and it clips into your arm, and you're just like starting to watch as Sherble in the front of you all is like having her spirit just coming out of the back of her unwillingly. Gramble, it is your turn.
Gramble's going to bonus action give a bardic to Sherble. Yes, he's going to give a bardic inspiration to Sherble. He's gonna say, "Kick this thing's ass,"
Yeah.
and I guess it's spell time.
We love stuff.
Gonna cast Fairy Fire on the big scary thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I don't know how reliable that will be because it can probably just beat this check, maybe. But whatever. Dex save.
Okay. It failed the dex save. It seems to have. What's your fairy fire look like?
Oh, jeez. I was like, okay, Well, if I have this sort of opportunity, I should make it like something like related to my character. And the first thing that came to my mind was the Wisconsin cheeseheads. So I guess it's like a yellow and orange aura of like kind of like spiking out-ish energy that if you looked close, like if you knew, you'd be like, why the hell is that like cheese shaped? But it also just sort of looks like sort of like a flaring aura in general.
Gonna swing my sword, cause that's all I can do. Boop. 19 plus 5.
That hits.
Okay.
Fucking better. We're level 3.
Don't worry about it.
11.
Its AC is a
And
24.
Is it like kind of close to a wall?
Yeah.
I want to try to expend a superiority vice for my 15-foot push and slam it into the wall.
Okay.
So it's a strength save, and once again, it does not tell me what it is a strength save versus.
I think they're all.
I think it would be as if you had a spell save DC calculated by your
Yeah, that'd
strength.
be my first case.
Yeah.
So 8 plus proficiency plus strength.
It fails.
Oh, pog.
So you shove this thing back into the wall, and you can go ahead and add an additional d6 of damage if you would like.
Okay, there's my d8 for my superiority. d6. So all in all, that's a pretty juicy max damage on the 6. That's a pretty juicy round for level 3. 21 points of damage total.
Putting in work with those superiority dice.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to heal myself for second wind.
Sure thing.
Yeah, 9 points of healing.
So Sherbal, this thing steps forward, claws into you, and then it claws into your other side, and it's just starting to grip you with all these like tendrils clinging into your side, making small cuts in you. And you step forward and you push down, and then you push up against it, and then you actually start your swing and full on chuck this creature back into the wall. And when it hits it, you watch Schmidt as all these claws come out of Sherbal, and you watch as like her presence just kind of strengthens for a second, as if like no more of that specter is coming out of her for the moment.
Gonna see if I can hit it. That's with advantage, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
So that's 7 damage from the base attack. I have 2 spell slots left. I'm gonna smite with
Hell yeah.
max smite damage.
Ooh, that's big damage.
So with paladin shit, that puts a grand total of 17.
Okay. As you do that, just before its turn, it is going to use a legendary action.
Sure is.
And
Great.
it's going to make an attack on you after doing that.
That's fair.
It's not going to hit. It's fine.
Oh, good.
Hey, I'll take it.
As you smack into it, it is its turn, though. Does it make a save at the end of its turn for Fairy Fire?
Nope.
I don't believe so. I just have to lose concentration.
Okay.
Fairy Fire is very strong.
Yeah.
Except it's concentration. They're like, if you get even mildly touched, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Sorry, Schmidt. I'm going to have to put you
No,
down.
no, I understand.
I'm sorry, Schmidt.
If I were this thing, I would beat my ass too.
Well, its first hit is only a 10, so that's not going to hit.
Does it have to
Hey,
move out of my
you're right.
range to hit Schmidt, or are we all 3 in melee?
We're all kind of close.
Well, you pushed it.
I was
But
about to say, why would Schmidt be in melee?
Because I did shove it.
It can walk like past you guys but stay in fighting range.
Okay, gotcha.
But it also has very stretchy limbs.
Ugh,
Being
yeah, those
hate that.
pipe / tendrils.
well, I'm not gonna hit,
Friday
so
Ooh.
that is Grandpa's turn.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
Yeah.
we, for this encounter at least, have just completely swapped roles. We are doing damage and you are rolling like shit.
Right?
I'll take it. I appreciate it.
I'm fine with that.
Love this side of the table.
I'm gonna do my fancy College of Glamour bard shit and use an inspiration to do Mantle of Inspiration, which, as a bonus action, allows us all to use our movement if we would like to do so without provoking opportunity attacks, as well as give all three of us 5 temporary hit points. That's a bonus action because this subclass is fucking busted.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna come up and stab the guy because
Sure
I don't
thing.
have to be worried about not being in melee range because tentacles. Oh, 14. That feels like it won't hit.
It
but will
does
it?
not hit. The creature is going to use its legendary action again because it's probably not going to get another one for a little bit. As it is going to try and hit you again, Grample.
Rude.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh.
So,
Rebuke
Yeah.
the violent.
That's fair. Oh, yeah, that's hot.
oh, this ain't pretty.
So I mean, Gramble might die, but
I'll get one shot, but hopefully it
That's-
one-shots itself as well.
That's 20 points of damage.
Ouch.
spicy.
Hey, my temporary HP did save my life.
hey, I need this thing to make a wisdom save for rebuke the violent.
Wisdom save? It
yes.
got a 14.
Based off of my charisma, it passes, you whore. So it takes 10 damage instead of the 20.
I'm going to make a concentration save check. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Okay, Fairy Fire's still up.
When you rebuke this, when this thing smacks into Grambleshmip and you just try to like redirect it, you watch as the figure breaks down into the ground, and you watch as like the mechanical aspects of it sink into the floor, and you watch as more of these pipes, you start to see forms coming out as you see 4 specters. No, not 4. Sorry. 3 specters leave these side tunnel things and join as this main figure drops into the floor after taking that damage.
I'm
3
scared.
specters in a mechanical trench coat. Sorry, so Tentacles is gone, but we've got 3 spooky things on us.
Yes.
You guys
Your
imagine.
goblin army is completely coherent now. You actually see, you have Sherble and Scrum's turn next. You actually see that more of these pipes are like turning and having more specters attempting to leave them. You see in the background a thing breaks down, a whole section of the wall tears off and starts to show about 1,000 tiny screens of different areas.
There are things near me to hit. I'm gonna go hit those things.
Sure thing.
So there are screens with places on them?
Mm-hmm.
Do they look like fields and grass and cities, or do they look like void?
They look like they all look like fields and grass and different things. Some of them, like with a little bit of like a closer look, you can see like maybe off in a distance is like an elf looking around.
Are there any of these near me?
No, it is where you smashed him against the wall.
Okay.
And then specters are just coming out of the walls right now, so none of them are in attacking range of you. They wouldn't get opportunity attacks, but they are coming out, and you could reach one in a turn if you wanted to run forward.
Yeah, I guess I will. Hey, I wonder if you can, like, go through those. Like, through the portals. Are they portals? Are they screens?
Oh, I thought you were going to say through the specters, and I'm like, probably.
I'm just gonna run up and swing and have a probably very ineffective non-magical weapon. It's a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Hey, are we still blessed?
It's a minute, so I would say no.
Okay. They're near the screens, right?
No, specters are just completely along the sides.
Okay, there's no screen, say, 15 feet away from a specter.
No.
Fuck! 11 damage.
Okay.
I'm just saying, pushing attack is the best. And I love using it.
When you have maneuvers, yes.
You crash
Normal
through
D&D
one.
just to shove? Eh.
And it seems to be harshly taking it, and as you hit into this thing, you start to see as if it's detailing itself, and more of it's coming through as you see more like a orc of like a specter of like an orc who is like looking at you and trying to grab you and trying to thrust you into the ever detailing different figures of different specters.
Oh, hey.
All seeming of different origins. Scrum, it is your turn.
Just leave. So these things got more detail when Sherble hit them.
Yeah. It seems like they're also like loading a little bit. Would be the best way to put it without like in terms we know.
Scrum is gonna go up since they haven't actually swung at him yet. He's gonna go up and lay on hands one of them for 1 HP and see if it does anything.
It hurts that one for 1 HP.
Oh no! Oh no!
I see. That means
Okay,
you get
cool.
big smites on them.
That was my action. Bonus action. Second verse, same as the first. I'm just gonna like twerk in my barrel.
With that is the Spectre's turn. 2 of them are going to attack you, Scrum.
Fair.
One of them is a complete miss. One of them is a hit, though. I need a DC. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Well.
Okay. So, you take. Why am I? It's like I'm not rolling the best to hit, but in terms of damage, I'm rolling pretty well.
Good for you.
You take 14 points of damage.
Oh my god.
How are you feeling?
Oh, wait, I have tip HP. Where the crisis is only slightly exaggerated. Oh, no. I'm great.
So
I have 6 HP left.
So that was 2 of them
Samesies.
trying to hit you, and one of them's gonna go for you. Oh, that's a nat one.
Going for me, Sherble.
Yeah. Do you want to get an attack for free on it because of its nat one?
Yeah. I will fucking take it.
Yeah. Those are some of my favorite words. Are you kidding me?
This is 23 to hit. My rolls have been fucking so good this session. Can I please bring this energy into Swamp Goblins?
Wait, is that 11
No,
points of damage?
it's not allowed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That specter dissipates.
Oh. Guess what you fucking get?
Yeah, fuck off. Try to be nice, and this is what it gets me.
With that, Gramble, it is your turn.
Gramble turn. All right. It's real support caster hours. Gramble is going to cast a second level cure wounds on Scrum.
Oh.
So you will heal for.
Hey.
You'll heal for 9, which is
Pretty good.
not fantastic, but.
Hey.
I mean, 9 HP is better than no HP.
Those were good rolls. Oh, wait, those were D8s.
Yeah, exactly.
Those were
Oh,
D8s, yeah.
I thought those were the
Yeah.
D4s. Oh, no.
No, that was cure wounds, not healing
Oh.
word. Yeah, but that's okay. He's gonna give a bardic inspiration to Scrum as well
Oh,
as
I forgot
his
that I had one
bonus
of
action.
those.
Hell yeah.
You still have
I'm not
yours.
sure
It
that-
lasts for 10 minutes.
Again.
All right, so you're going to run over to some new specters that are on Scrum.
Yep.
Okay.
Just swinging. It's 19 to hit.
That hits.
Kill! 9 damage! Kill!
Wonderful. That one's looking a little hurt.
Is Scrum looking very injured?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
There's a huge barrel.
Scrum's about middling.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
That's true. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
I'm gonna assume that Scrum's doing fine then.
With that, Scrum, it is your turn.
I'm gonna swing on whatever the fuck Sherble just swang on.
As you feel through one of the holes in your barrel, Schmip has just walked up and like put his hand through and is healing you.
Wiggled his digits in.
Yep.
Just
Sorry, excuse me.
Not
Yeah,
even
sorry.
gonna touch like the ears or the face or the arm or anything. You're getting
It's gotta be through the barrel. No other way.
+5.
That's a hit.
22 to hit.
Holy shit. That's a big roll. Sorry that you guys just simply don't need my inspiration.
We really don't. I apologize for that.
8 damage to this thing.
Wonderful.
Oh no, 10 damage. Paladin shit.
Wonderful. It looks like it is on the verge of death.
God damn. Oh, I can't use Fury of the Small. I used it. Damn it.
Cool.
Unfortunate, as it is now that ghost's turn.
Dang.
And that ghost is gonna try and get revenge on you.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's an 18 to hit.
Come on, get revenge on
That
me.
hits.
The other one will go for you.
Oh, okay, Pog.
I have not rolled below a 4 on a d6 yet.
Proud of you.
I'm guessing you have below 14 HP.
I don't have below 14 HP.
Oh!
Look at you. You got heals.
Fuck yeah.
What's the number? What's the number?
14!
I'm alive!
Yeah.
You were at exactly 15, correct?
I was at exactly 15. Correct.
Okay.
I'd love to see it.
I'm happy. That's great.
Yeah, but then the ghost uses its special feature that it can only use on creatures that are smaller than it, called Fury of the Large.
Fury of the Tall.
It shoves you in a locker.
Fury of the Jocks.
So Schmip, you like reach your hand in through like the side of the barrel and you heal him up, and then you pull your arm out. And like Scrub's like turning to swing, and as Scrum turns to swing, the Spectre just reaches through that same hole in the barrel and just like reaches inside of like Scrum's life.
just yoinks the health back. Sorry, I'm just gonna take this.
With that, the other one's gonna go for a hit on Sure, that's a 2. That's not gonna hit. As Gramble, it is your turn.
Gramble turn.
Everybody has.
Gramble wants to stab the ghost that hit Scrum because
Okay.
he feels like this ghost is hopefully about to die.
Hopefully.
I'm so angry.
It seems to be like a human man who is like just reaching out and like just so detailed now. Like even like the figure
the
of like
definition is fucking.
It's wild because like the Spectre before was like inhumanly like thin, and like after all the damage it's taken, it's now like more so like a filled out like middle-aged man looking person with like balding on the top and then like a thick beard.
All right, well then in that case, Gramble's going to stab this regular dude.
A 19
It's a
hits
19
a
to
regular
hit.
dude's AC.
All right, good stuff. Whoops, rapier damage is not D8. It is D8, not D20. Sorry.
Eli about
That'll
to
be
change the game
10
on
damage.
us. You take that Spectre out. There is one
Yeah,
Spectre
murder.
left.
Bonus action. Grample is going to cast a second level healing word on himself this time. Because he is fucking feeling it.
With that, Sherble, it is your turn.
I'm gonna swing. These are the turns of a fighter. I swing my shit. Absolutely no mercy for the regular human man.
Well, he's dead.
14?
The regular human
14
man is
hits.
dead.
Yeah, this
Okay.
last ghost is pretty much full, right?
Yep.
Probably actually is full.
Okay, no mercy.
They're full HP.
Don't even know what they are. They're just a Spectre.
They're just people to be murdered. 12 damage.
As you do that, you guys hear in the background as once again a orangish colored figure is appearing in the background as it is still fairy fired.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
motherfucker.
Scrum, it is your turn. The Spectre is looking pretty hurt.
Of course I gotta swing, otherwise it's gonna kill the shit out of me, so...
Yep, that hits.
20.
20.
Does this kill it?
No.
Smite!
Yeah.
Wait. Does it do 9 damage? Or do you
Yeah.
have some paladin thing
So-
that adds 2?
Oh yeah, sorry, Paladin 2. So my 9 is actually an 11.
Okay, because it had 1 HP. So you can save that smite. So with that, as you crash into that specter, it looks like more are like trying to bleed out through like the ceiling and the walls. And as they do bleed out, you watch as these tendrils of steel reach up, and you can see that in like the base of them, it has like that color of void for the walls of what should be steel. And just in go these specters. You're not allowed to live through this. Join us or die. And this creature is going to walk forward and take 2 swings on Sherble. It seems weak, though. It seems hurt from all the previous damage, and it is still fairy fired. 16. Okay, that's a 15 and a 21.
Okay, so 1 hit then.
Yeah. For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
It's Gramble's turn, as this creature has reared its face once again.
Bramble's turn.
You see that it is almost glowing even heavier with this, like, celestial white glow that's bleeding out, and there's even more of, like, those floating eyes spinning around it. It seems like it has gathered a couple more halos of eyes.
It doesn't have its, special mech suit anymore, right?
It still has a bit of it, but it is, like, it's a lot more angelic looking, which overshines the metallic limbs leaking out from it.
Does it seem like it can still tendril slap me from
Yes.
a million miles away? Okay, cool. In that case, Gramble is going to do what they call running up and stabbing it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm good at that one.
Can it still smack me? Yes. Okay, I stab it. Stop.
I mean, I can't run anywhere.
If I didn't think that yeah, exactly. If I thought that I could potentially not be in range, then I probably would have stayed back and just mock read. 11. That's a bad roll.
11 does not quite hit.
Yeah, didn't think so. Wait, I
Yeah.
forget that I have advantage. A 13 still doesn't hit.
Still doesn't hit. It does seem like it's like in ways easier to hit. Your like sword just goes all the way through it, and then you're like, oh, I don't think I heard it. And with that, Sherble, it's your turn.
Gonna hit you with a new one, and that's swinging my sword at it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Where'd you pull that idea
18.
from?
That hits.
If I ever roll low one of these days, I'll add that inspiration die. But
It's nice to have, but not needing it is even better.
yeah,
You know?
like, my rolls have just been like really good, and I would like to. This is like the one night that's gonna happen. 8 damage.
It's gonna use a legendary action to try and hit you back, Sherble, for that.
Okay, counterattack me, bitch.
That's another 15. Just not gonna hit.
Ooh.
Scrum, it is your turn.
I lay on hands myself for 14 HP. That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is the creature's turn again. It's going to take an attack on Gramble and on Sherble. That's a 18 to hit on Gramble.
That will hit.
You will take 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
Hit me with a concentration check, please. And that's a hit on Sherble.
Okay.
It's a 20 for 13 points of damage.
Ooh, meets it, beats it. Let's go.
Exactly down.
Did.
You're down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
With that, its turn ends as it smacks into you, and like a Gramble, like your body drops. Like your whole body starts to fall to the floor, and you're just concentrating on the spell. You're concentrating on that more so than actually standing. And just before you hit the floor, you shoot a leg out and catch yourself and just like pivot your body into like a standing fetal position for a second before you like push your way back up. And on your way back up, you're watching it as it's spinning its tendril around and then just smacks straight into Sherble around the throat. Like it just wraps around, and you see very quickly you hear a as Sherble falls to the floor. Gramble, it is your turn.
Gramble turn. Gramble has exhausted all of his resources. Um, it's now simply violence time. And he's
love
going
this
to
man.
continue to stab. He's a little bit fed up with this motherfucker. Not gonna lie. He's like, I thought we already wrecked we thought we already wrecked you, man. Come on, just die for realsies.
The kobolds at you.
That was
Okay,
just
straight
one
up.
spider.
Yeah, that guy fucking one shot. Well, it did 23 damage, and I have a max health of 24, but I was not at max. 12. I'm never gonna hit this thing.
That doesn't hit.
Oh,
I cry a little bit.
Sherpa, it is your turn.
that save.
Scrum, it is your turn.
Using my last spell slot for a juicy little cure wounds on Sherble. So
my best
that's
friend.
a D8 plus 2.
Hey!
Love it.
Maximum
Yeah, max
healing!
heal.
Holy shit. Fuck.
It's going to use its legendary
All my
action to hit
spells.
Grambold.
I thought you were
No.
just gonna drop me immediately. I'm like, oh, come on.
That would be really
This
funny.
is rude.
That would be rude.
Gramble, you take 12 points of damage.
Ouchie.
Are you still up?
That hurts. Would you believe me if I said no? Because that is the answer.
Okay, good to know.
No!
No more fairy fire. Cry.
This creature's going to go for attack on Scrum. That's not going to hit.
Yeah.
That's going to hit. Good luck, Scrum.
Good luck, Scrum.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Scrum.
Scrum, you are going to take 13 points of damage. Are you still up?
Spicy, I sure am.
Wonderful. Gramble, it is... Aw.
Death save time.
Hey, death save crew.
So, Scrum, you just run forward to Sherbull, and you just kind of like smack her neck a little, and you just hear a crack back, and she just wakes up.
I hate that.
That sucks, thanks.
Let me just unbreak your neck real quick.
Chiropractic.
Sherbull, it's your
I
turn.
cast unbreak neck.
I'm awake. You said
Yeah.
Sherble turn?
Yep.
Well, I was gonna use that to swing.
Gramble,
Dead.
when you're waking up, you're getting up to just watch one of these things. Its center is just spinning so quickly, and it just plummets into Schmip's chest and cuts a, like, perfect cylinder into him.
Okay. Okay, how low is my other friend doing?
Scrum?
Yeah.
How you doing, Scrum?
Oh, you want to, if I had to put a number between, 1 and 28, that number would be 2.
Okay, so then I guess if that's okay for you that I switch out maneuvers
Yeah.
because I forgot about goblin stuff. I was gonna pick another one that I wanted to take but decided against. So I am going to. Well, first I'm gonna swing at enemy. 10. Wait. 1d6.
The bard!
Yeah.
13 does not hit.
Ah, that's okay.
Oh.
I will use my bonus action. Okay, so as far as adding modifiers to die rolls that are stuff like it's plus, for instance, this is superior to die roll plus my charisma modifier. Is that a minimum of 0?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Luckily, you don't get a -1 to this. I choose a creature that can see or hear me, so that is 2
Yeah.
temporary HP.
Spicy.
So that's
Yep, I'll take it.
double your HP.
Hey!
How much was I up?
100% HP.
I was 10 points of healing up. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm at 10. I just...
Scrum, it is your turn.
A swing, I'm out of spells, and I just remembered that I used 1 HP on these fucking phantoms.
That's a hit.
Hit roll 1d8.
I'm so scared.
Right? How are we gonna continue this forever?
10
It's like it's
damage.
insane. If our characters all just fucking beef it here.
Hey. So this thing has a reduction to damage.
Oh, of course it does.
No.
And well, let's just say you just barely did enough damage to kill it with a regular attack.
Woo!
So how do you want to do this, Scrub?
Woo!
I bite it. I bite it.
Oh, what kind of fucking question is that? You know what I did.
I bite it. Because he's this gross little gremlin, a goblin, who's crawled himself up from nothing, and of course that's not going away, baby. He bites it. Like,
So Scrum. So this creature has one last attack that goes down and smashes into you, and it doesn't hurt you. What it does, it smacks barely across your face and like spins your helmet, and the rest of the blow goes and breaks off your entire barrel, and you just ferally jump across it as your body is no longer inhibited. You are now full speed, jumping across this thing,
Speed mode.
breaking into it as your mouth just like, you hear cracks as you open your mouth and just grrr, and you guys are just watching shreds of iron and void left and right.
Hold on, we gotta know.
if it has a mouth, I yank it open and crawl into it so I can chew through it from the inside.
Okay, Vor, what is
Horrifying.
underneath the barrel? Clothes?
Yeah.
Or just naked?
I think, did we mention that he took a pair of
Booty shorts earlier.
of
Oh,
booty
yeah, booty shorts, nothing else.
So like, he's wearing booty shorts. I don't think anything else. Just like a jacked goblin in booty shorts with a little tail that's heart shaped. Like,
Oh, I love that.
it's that piece missing from one of his ears. And just like, what kind of hair does Scrum have? He's got just like a high top with like not lightning bolts, with fucking, what's goblin-y? A trash can that has spilled out onto, like, shaved into his head.
Love that.
Wonderful. So, there is still, like, specters that seem to be trying to, like, come forth from, like, the walls and stuff. As you have a passed out friend on the floor. What are you guys doing?
Medicine check!
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Stabilize me, daddy.
That's wisdom.
Gramble Schmip, you're still passed out, but you are stabilized.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now, what do you guys want
Love
to
to
do in
see
this room?
I want to walk over to one of the screens and
Okay.
try to, like, push a body through. Or did everything we killed dissipate?
There's a lot of, like, wiring and, like, steel pipes on the floor from the main body. But a lot of the other ones are just specters. When you go over to the screen, you can see that it's just one giant screen slightly curved into the foundation of the room. And upon a click, make me a investigation check.
Ooh, unnatural 20.
Ooh!
Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's nothing.
So you can see that all across the room, you press onto it with like one of your grimy hands, and I guess maybe not
Sure.
grimy.
They might be a little, like, oily or greasy after killing the grease oil thing.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to push with my hand. I want to try to poke one of the pipes on the floor.
Okay. As soon as it hits the screen seems to do like a pond effect for a slight moment, and then you can see that the screen starts to take over. In the top left-hand corner, there is just a small box full of like thousands of little boxes, but now the screen starts to take over, and you can just see this elf who's looking over a landscape, and then his head starts to shift, and just past him you can see a rift opening up in the sky.
Oh, cool.
And
Hey, don't go in there.
Why not? Whoa, that was Mox.
Oh.
Why not?
Wait, you said we saw the elf on the screen,
it's
right?
you guys are looking at a TV and you guys are talking to a touchscreen TV.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought, yeah. Because Scrum is going to tell the elf, on the TV not to go into the portal.
He does not react.
Should we like
Hey!
get some of the other
Rude.
people that were here like trapped, like the forks and knives and stuff, and bring them through?
Another thing that you notice with that good of an investigation is that you actually notice along the front seems to actually be shelving. It seems like there was a big iron wall that was pressed up against this that seems to have fallen loose after somebody was knocked against it. And along the front are shelving units that seem to have documents inside of them.
Oh, I want to read those documents.
Reading!
There are still
Yes!
specters being summoned.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Edison. Like, just
Edison?
it starts to I did say Edison, almost, yeah. So we have the, like, screen, but we have, like, a computer, like, panel, right? Is there stuff?
It seems to be only touch screen for the most part. But it does seem like you can move around on it if you get somebody to lift you up so that you can touch the top left-hand corner and switch back.
Oh, I mean, Sherwood would definitely give you a boost if you wanted.
A lot
Yeah, if I
lighter
could
now.
position
A lot more mobile.
Still jacked.
Um,
Yeah, so
you click that, it opens
basically
up.
Scrum's
Go for it.
Scrum's gonna try and see if there's some kind of, like, chill place that could have a portal open up into it.
Together, looking over, I'm just still going off of that 19. You guys can actually see a very familiar goblin land.
Oh. Do we want to go
A
home?
goblin zone.
Yeah, so Scrub's gonna, like, fireman carry fucking Cramble.
Thank you.
or just because unconscious and stabilized. It's like, so we could go, right? Like, we're done. We figured out
just
the
toss them
thing.
in, I guess.
Also, I'm in no position to fight more of those, he says, pointing to the specters.
Yeah, is there any way to stop them, do you think?
You both can give me an intelligence check if you would like.
Because breaking
Oh,
the thing
oh.
summoned more of them. I'm not sure
Happily.
if it would stop. Ugh.
You know, there's probably a way to stop it, and it's probably in these files as you grab a lot of the files, but you cannot look over them now.
Yeah.
Peggy runs up to you guys. What are we doing?
I don't know.
I mean, the whole point is to make sure nobody gets fucked up in these portals, right? So, like, break it?
Break it?
Break it?
No.
break.
People have to
No,
leave
breaking it made
somehow.
more.
This is the only way out of this void.
Well, should we get the weak ones out of here?
Yeah.
All right, grab the sconces.
Yes!
Gargoyles!
Save the gargoyles!
So
Sconce
important.
check,
Wait,
sconce check.
these are space gargoyles. Like,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So with that,
Well,
That's
Pretty
pretty
clutch.
sick if you ask me.
Peggy is running out of the room with the rest of the people as more things are forming. Do you guys want to leave? Did you click the goblin
I
world?
have, like,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, we stopped on the Goblin World. I don't know if there was, like, a button to open anything up, but we definitely were just,
When-
like, stopped in the Goblin World. We're dipping.
Okay, so when you clicked on the goblin world, it showed a familiar sight of an area in which you guys had once been, where there is a void, and it's now opened up again, it seems. The void that you all came through.
Wow.
So you guys start to run out,
Okay.
and give me a strength check, Scrum.
Oh, happily. Oh, it's not a save. It's just a check. Roll one. 3.
Okay, that's good enough.
13.
Schmip is getting a little bit heavy because it's like over a mile to run out of here. It's a
Oh,
really
damn.
long
Oh,
corridor.
God.
And you have to carry Schmip all that way. And as you get to the end, you see a giant boat stuck in a door with rope down from it.
Scrum ties scramble up in sort of like a harness sort of situation at the end of one of the ropes and just like pull him up. Pull!
With that, you all start getting back onto the ship, but how are you going to get the ship out of the door?
Wait.
Okay, Peggy, great. Just put it in reverse. Get it.
I'm really confused. Oh, the rift is outside of the room.
Yeah. So off in the far
Okay.
distance, it's a bit of a journey's away. Like, this is going to take a minute to travel there, but from the boat, you can actually see far away. You can actually see a opened up rift.
Ooh. Hopefully
Where's
it
what was the
stays.
cup's name?
Cup?
Oh, the cup.
Did the cup have a name?
Cup?
And what was like funky jam dance party
Russ.
Richard Simmons analog's name?
Russ.
Okay.
You do have
Russ,
jet
where
boots.
you at? Oh right, we do.
If you want to send somebody out.
I mean, yeah. I want to let everybody else that we know that's alive here know how to get out.
Okay. So, Scrum, you go to the party hub, while Sherble, you go
Yeah.
to the living ship.
I love the idea of like not wearing anything but a pair of booty shorts and rocket boots. Very
That's real
serious.
space aesthetic right there.
Hello, Goblin! What are you doing here? Yeah, keep it up. Keep them moving.
Figured it out. We could leave. I mean, if
Oh.
you want to leave, I want to leave.
Where are we partying? Woo!
We're partying at insert goblin planet name here.
Okay. Okay, what do you need from me?
Just move that ship. As a matter of fact, if you want to just like swing on over to where we're at and load up on some party goers who won't be dancing, you could go ahead and party us right on through.
Oh,
and you might meet our
yeah.
friend, the sentient cup.
So you go on over, you start loading the goblin sconces, or not goblin, gargoyle sconces onto the ship, and more as they're all starting to like move over. They bring Schmip with them. You go to the living item ship.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, do you guys want to like get out of here?
I mean, yeah.
There's a portal. Point to the portal.
Hey, big fella, we got places to go. Okay.
Oh, I
As-
forgot this ship was all so sentient. Yeah.
As they start flying to the portal. The rest of you board onto the party hub that is so graffitied up, especially the longer you stay on it. It's like a fine piece of art. You'll notice something new every time you look at a wall. Gramble Schmip, you wake up as they are starting to get to this final portal, hopefully home.
Hopefully.
Schmip, this is when you wake up and you don't have the same vision as everyone else. You look at the doorway you guys are going through, and it is just full of those hands and spectral creatures reaching out trying to get you to stay.
What?
And with that, you all barely make it through. You get to
God.
the next world. Luckily, this ship floats with reason. As you guys are descended upon to the goblin planet that you once were from.
Yeah, and we got better ships.
You got better ships, you got cooler equipment, you got rocket boots.
We got a
As-
demigod to power a ship.
Yeah. As you are flying down, you look at some of the documentation, and it seems that was a trap from some celestials that thought people were ungrateful and that they should have been happy with their planets, and that to go any further was to tarnish the gods that created the planets for you.
Assholes.
Boo!
And everybody there,
Yeah,
Was-
fuck those guys.
anybody that could make it there and that could still stand on their own, was an embodiment of adventure. They were the ones most... The more you stood out was the more adventurous you tended to be. Mm-hmm. Which was also why when Schmip said, "I just want to go home," he dropped.
Get fucked.
And
I mean, shit, he didn't. He didn't try to get sucked into fucking Hell Angel fucking Requiem shit.
And with that, that's the end of the space goblins for now.
Goodbye. Forever.
Bye forever.
Or
Bye forever
not.
stream.
Bramble Schmidt fucking dies.
Oh my god.